In a world where penguins rule the land, one man, tired of the heat in Miami, decided to explore Antarctica alone. But it was very expensive, so he went with his parents and his sister and her husband and her 3-year-old and her 1-year-old and his fiancée. Oops, probably should have mentioned her first. Sorry, honey. Thinking a wedding at sea would be cool, he asked the cruise line if the captain would marry them at sea. They said no, we don't do that. It was then that he learned of a tiny island called South Georgia in the middle of the ocean. It was perfect. It had a little abandoned town called Grytviken, full of old whaling stuff. Lots of it. Plus, it had lots of seals. And a few penguins. Armed with his new knowledge, he found that you could get married in their little chapel. You just had to ask the UK government for permission 3 months in advance. So he asked the cruise line if he could marry Maria there. See, honey, I got you. But they said no again, so he gave up. 3 months later, the whole family was on the ship, and it reached Grytviken. Then he got a knock on the door. It was one of the ship's officers. "Are you ready for your wedding tomorrow?" he asked. "What?" said Ian. And that's how one man learned that the captain and crew of a giant cruise ship had planned his wedding, and he was totally unaware of it. He also didn't have the permits. Despite the heaviness in their hearts, our intrepid couple still visited the church at Grytviken. Walking in, a stranger behind them said loudly,
"This would make a heck of a destination wedding."
That broke the camel's back.
"We tried,"
lamented Ian.
"They said no. They had poor corporate communications."
Then a light shone through the darkness. Sheila appeared.
"Why not do it anyway?"
she said. And so, in a world where humanity has always marveled at the vast complexity of the universe, Ian and Maria had a fake wedding at the edge of the world next to Antarctica.
Here we are in South Georgia Island, December 26, 2018. Ian, do you take Maria to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Maria, do you take Ian to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, I do.
You may now kiss each other a lot. I pronounce you man and wife.
Cásate conmigo, cásate conmigo. Después de tanto tiempo, si estamos juntos es el destino. Cásate conmigo, cásate conmigo. Si soy la
So now you know the truth. This was technically our second wedding, even though the first one didn't really count. And Sheila, wherever you are, thank you.
Seré tu marido, amante y mejor amigo, y de eso con adiós de testigo siempre te hace en mi mente. Primera dama y yo soy el presidente. Pégate a mí, mi corazón no te miente. Dime que sí con un abrazo.